Does that show have to be 45 minutes?
I don't know.
What?
No,
We just be going for 5 minutes?
because that's what they do.
Welcome to the Talk It Out Show. I am your host, Joanne. We would like to let you know that this show is for entertainment purposes only. If you want to look us up on Facebook or Twitter, look us up at Talk It Out Show. And if you want to email us any of your questions, email us at talkitoutshow@gmail.com. And if you need to physically send any of your questions to us, send it to our P.O. Box. Our P.O. Box 901043, Portland, Oregon 97290. All right, well, today we have Lydia and Joanne. It's the Lydia Joanne Takeover Show. Hey, you guys, we want to help them. I feel like we're in talkative mood today. We're going to help this person out.
Okay.
This one says, this is a very serious and maybe long, but bear with me. I was 25 in December and have never been in a relationship or out on a date in my entire almost 25 years of life. So, let me put it out there that I am also a BBW and chocolate. Dudes always message me and tell me they want to get to know me or have a serious relationship, but they always either have kids or don't really be honest about who they are or what they have going on. Now I'm in my last semester of college and will be getting a great job in the human services field industry. Guys will say they like independent women, but when they hear what I have going on for myself, they start to back away. My question is, I am fine being single and enjoying my life and being able not to have to care for kids. I want to have a good career and travel. Do you think it's okay if I just find a clean and man with a FWB, friends with benefits only, and not tell him I'm a virgin? Are guys even into that these days? And what are good ways to meet guys as well? I don't do the dating apps because of the whole catfish thing. Please help.
Okay, so one I'm having a issue. So she's a virgin,
Yes.
but she wants friends with benefits.
Basically, she's saying that, because she's having, like, she's, with the BBW, okay, so she's looking good and whatever. She's encountering are either they got, they kind of got bad. So she's saying is basically she's not really looking. Should she just because she's not really into having kids? She wants to do a career thing. Do we think she should just be looking for a man healthy, basically no diseases, and have a friends with benefits type of thing instead, because she's not having luck in the dating thing.
Okay, so that doesn't make any sense to me because if you ain't finding nobody now that you want to lose your virginity to, why would you want to be? You're gonna still end up with the same situation with friends with benefits.
Right.
Like if I'm a virgin and people got kids and they got all this baggage and that stuff, so I don't want to lose my virginity to that person. But I want a friend with benefits. You can have a friend with benefits with people with kids and you can do
Well,
that.
she wasn't just trying to. She wasn't like I'm trying to lose my virginity. She's just saying that she has never, out of all the 25 years of life, she hasn't dated or been dating and been in a relationship. What's going on in her life, and going, to have. She's doing good. She's doing good, like in her career and stuff like that. Getting ready to have a good job, type thing. And so she's basically saying, should she just, because she ain't one to really, if she's not having a luck in that area. Not that she just wants to go, hey, let me just lose my virginity type thing. She's just saying, because she don't even really want to pay all the people who really know that she's a virgin type thing. Like, should I find some dude that's healthy and whatever, and just have, because she's not having no luck in the dating thing. Or maybe she just probably needs to keep on trying and have faith that she's going to find somebody.
Well, sometimes what you need to do is, my mother told me this a long time ago, write down what you want in a man. Don't write that you want him to be fine, because everybody that God created is gorgeous in his eyes. And the best way to look at that is if you had a child or you did some artwork or something and you thought it was beautiful and somebody's talking about that's ugly, that would hurt your feelings. So we're just going to leave it at that. But the positive things that you want from a man, like this, everything that you want from a man, and the type of woman you want to be for that man. And that's what you do. And then you look for that in a man. So if you don't want a man that has kids, don't make sure I don't want him to have kids. I don't want this. I want, because like my list was, I wanted a family man. I wanted a man that was going to support me in all my endeavors of all my different business ventures, because I knew I was an entrepreneur, and sometimes I just didn't know how to do it and stuff like that. So I'm learning, and so now I went to school for that. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, but I wanted to make sure he was a support. He was a family man. I wanted him to love God. I wanted him to love me, and I wanted him to support me in that habit. And at the same time, I wanted to be a woman that could support him and love and be there for him. I wanted to be his, when he feels weak, I wanted to be his strength. This, vice versa. I wanted to be able to encourage my husband and love him through everything, even when I don't feel like encouraging him. I wanted to be that type of wife. And then I said I also wanted to be a stay-home wife. So I wanted him to didn't mind me being a stay-home wife. So I already knew how to take care of myself. So I'm not like those independent women that, no, I'm independent, but I wanted my man to be able to provide and take care of me and stuff like that. So if I did have kids, I could stay home. If I do stay home and I didn't have kids, my babies would have been my entrepreneur job that didn't make no money, so he was going to have to help fund that. That's what I wanted. Those things I wrote down. Just give me some ideas of what to write down in the thing. And of course I wanted him to be tall and dark. I didn't want nobody my height. I want to be able to climb. That was my intimacy part. That you're tall and you're dark. That was what I wanted. But I was open to anything. But I put that on the list because it said don't hold back. And I know you're like, well, why you say that? You just said I can't say he's cute. Because God thinks everybody is cute because He created them. So his cute, my cute is two different things. But tall and short, and some people just don't care. I cared. That was something I cared about. So those are things I put in there, but I was willing to be open to love. If you had everything else, if you wasn't tall and dark, but you had all these other qualities, I was open for love for that. I knew that. But God knows my heart too. So, you got to think long term with me as well, because I could think right now and say I'm happy with everything, and long term, like you, light-skinned, short midget, and those things can come in my mouth too, so you think about those things. I'm just saying. But as to just having a friends with benefits, no, I don't think you should have a friends with benefits, especially if you're a virgin. You waited this long, and to me, just to
throw it away for friends with benefits, to me, is like the stupidest thing ever.
That's what she was, I was listening to what she was saying, and she said, is that a thing? And you know how that, back in the day, that's like the turn on for guys, you know what I'm saying? We only a virgin once, once it's gone, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
but my thing is,
get it back.
That's what I'm saying. So you waited this long, wait for your man, but sometimes we throw away a good man because our standards go like this. So not that sometimes, I remember people always go, my standards are too high. And sometimes I don't think it's that your standards too high, it's just that you don't know what your standards is. And so when you look at him and it's like, he done did that. We want a perfect guy, and there's no such thing as a perfect guy. Yeah. So if you have a list of what you want, you know where your standards are. You know what I mean?
They at least match.
Yeah, because he's not going to match a lot of stuff that if you don't have it written down. It's like starting a business and you want to get a loan, but you don't have a business plan. You're not going to get a loan because you don't have a business plan. Because they need to know the projections. You need to know what you want. So these are things that I'm looking for in a man that I desire. Now, everything else, guys, you got to put in place that you know my heart. But these are things that I'm looking for that I definitely need. It's a deal breaker if he doesn't love God. It's a deal breaker if he's not family oriented. It's a deal breaker if he doesn't support me when I mess up and all my different entrepreneurs. Those are 100% deal breakers for me. So what is your deal breaker? These are things that you want. So then when you meet this guy, he's doing all that stuff, and you end up adding, I don't like that he sucks his teeth. That's not on your list to say that. You're going to have to learn to like that.
Do you think you should be given very, very specific?
Very specific with God. If you're not specific with God, you're going to have some issues. So think about stuff like that. But some stuff that what we do as women or as human beings, I'm gonna say, is we'll sit here and what I didn't like with Craig, I believe I'm not gonna like with Fred. That's not true. You might not like this with Craig because Craig didn't work, he didn't do nothing. So if he sucked his teeth, it bothered you. But this one, he working and he doing this and everything else. So him sucking teeth is not gonna bother you. So some of those things those are little nitpicks that we get. You know what I mean? Those are kind of some nitpicks. You want something by like, okay, what can I handle if he does these things? Because I don't want you to get to the point where you got 10 pages and then if he plucks his teeth with a toothpick instead of using floss, I don't want him. Now you ain't gonna never find nobody. I'm just being real. You know, you want something and you can't go off of, and I know everybody's probably gonna yell at me, you can't go off your ex or what you want from this new guy. What your ex did over here, one thing I can say is if you love a guy, really, really love a guy, a lot of those stupid stuff does not bother you. It's when you realize that I'm taking care of the man, he's cheating, he ain't doing nothing, his family down on me, those are things that when anything he does, it's like, so you can't compare that. That's what my old just said. So when you write things that are very necessary to you. Not little things that it bothered me when Joe did this and Craig did this and Ted did this and Jed and you say, oh my, is wrong right now. But when all those did that, you don't want, that's not what you're looking for. You're looking for, I want a man who's strong, who's going to protect me, who's a provider, who's going to love me. With the family and have a good relationship. So we're all a blended great family. If I have kids, he's gonna love my kid like it's his. If he wants to discipline my child, I won't get in the way because I know he loves my child just as much. Those are the type of things that you want to make sure you have in there. Those were one thing. There was no way we were getting married. You had to like my little sister because even though she was my little sister, I was helping my mom raise her. So she didn't like you and she liked everybody, there was a problem with you. These are things that I had in mind. My kids had a say in it. I didn't have kids, but I'm just saying my sister, my godchildren had a say in my relationship on me because my thing at the end of the day, I know they're there for the rest of my life. I need to know that you're going to love them and care for them because my sister's going to be there. And if I can't trust you to be there with my sister, you can't be in my house. If you gonna be mean to her, you can't, and she realizes you don't really like her, no, you can't be a part of my life like that. Those are different things. We can be friends, but we can't be in a relationship because this is long term. So those are things that you have to put in place. So don't be up there, now he gotta have light brown eyes, and I want my kids to have green eyes when they come out. Because I figure if you get the dark brown and the light brown, it turn into green. No, we ain't doing that. He gotta have natural curly hair, because I want my child to have natural hair, because I don't like my nappy hair. Those are not things that should be on your list. Now we being silly. I didn't like when Craig cleaned his ears with a toothpick when he should have cleaned it with a rag. No, those are stupid stuff to me. And I think those are stupid stuff because everybody, including you, have things that's going to get on somebody's nerves.
Yeah.
But if you love them, it won't. And you got to understand that when God sends you somebody, it's never usually who you picture. God gave me a tall, dark-skinned man, but he was shy, quiet, and for some reason when we first met, he couldn't talk. So, like, I'd be like, what's your name? I'm asking simple questions because it seemed like he had to think about everything before he told me. So I just thought he asked a stupid question like, what's your name? You really got to think about that? Like, you don't know that off your head? You got to think about it? So he was not my type at all. You know, and so, but again, I got married in less than 8 months of knowing him, and we've been married almost 21 years. So apparently God knows what he was doing. He gave him everything on my list, but those are little things I'm going to tell you in the beginning of a relationship that got on my nerves. But again, I had an open heart. So my heart was open to love. As long as he was on this list, then I was cool. If he was on the do not list, then it wasn't. But he wasn't. He did everything on this list. So then we got married. Was it a perfect marriage from the beginning? No, because marriage is work. Relationship with anybody is work. So you gotta have those in your mind too. Because we did. Well, he's everything on my list. It gotta be perfect. It doesn't. So yes, do not break your virginity. For that, save it for your husband, which you were planning on anyway. And just because you're a big and beautiful woman, right? That's what's different. Because she ended up saying chocolate.
She's a BBW and she's chocolate.
Yeah.
So
To me, I was thinking big, black and beautiful. That's what I was saying. Black and beautiful woman. That's what I was. Black and beautiful woman. But she said big, beautiful woman and chocolate. So with your big, beautiful woman tail, you know you deserve the best. You will get the best. You just need to write a list so you can know not to discriminate on everybody because you don't have your piece of paper that tells you what you really want in a man. Understood? And you write down what you want. Do you want him to be a hard-working man that he's working? And if he lost his job, can he hustle to get another job? These are things you want to be able to add. And can you be supportive if he lost his job? Because you got to be able to be a woman that matches what you're asking for. Two, you can't just say I want this wonderful man and I ain't doing nothing but sucking on my teeth. No, I ain't helping. I give him some good sex in the bed. No, because you don't know. You're a virgin. You don't know if you're gonna get sex. You don't even know if you're gonna like sex. So we don't know.
Yeah.
So these are things we don't know. And a lot of people that have sex a lot of times before they get married ain't that sexually active when they get married. So you don't know. You know what I mean? So that's how I look at it. But no, you don't need no friends with benefits unless the benefit is he taking you out and wine and dining you and that's with the friend and there ain't no sex with it, then yeah, go ahead and have friends with benefits. But if you talking about having sex, no, don't waste your time on that. Why would you wait this long? If that's the case, you could have broken virginity when you was in high school. Who cares?
Well, I was going to ask you just also too, because you did kind of pinpoint on some of those things, but being that she is a big, beautiful woman, and she's got basically, I wanted to ask you because you're good at this topic I'm about to ask you about. She's a big, beautiful woman, and she's chocolate, and she's a virgin, and it's like, okay, that means, and they're saying she's got these guys, you know, they're messaging her, and they're sending her these messages, and they want to do all this stuff, and they want to get to know her, and want these serious relationships. What kind of dating tips would you have someone, because I mean we're used to, I mean, just to be honest, we are used to people who are not, I don't see very many virgins a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, who's out there in the dating world, especially at that age, to be still a virgin. So to me, what kind of dating tips would you have for her, being that, I mean, what should her like expectations be in trying to find this guy and dating and stuff like that, especially being if you're gonna keep the virginities, you know what I'm saying?
Well, my favorite thing that I love to talk about all the time is dating yourself, because then you know what you want to date. You know what I mean? Like you wine and dine yourself to know what kind of date. Because for me, if I was single right now, I want a man to open the door for me. It's a simple gesture, but it is such a turn on for me at the same time that you opened the door and it went around to your side and got in. Then you jumped out the car and you opened the door for me. Those are things that I enjoy. When I'm eating and me and you are talking, I want to have a good conversation. I don't want you always talking about sex. Yeah, I want you to be engaged and I want to talk. I mean, we can have sex conversation, but sometimes nowadays when people talk about sex conversation is what I want to do to you and do that. I don't want to have that. I want to have an intellectual, sexual conversation where, you know, what are your fantasies? What are things that would, you know, motivate you to do it? What is your spot? Like that, not your normal spot, like a spot that you could do like a spot you could do in public. Like we're out and about, it's something you can do in public. So I remember like when I was younger, before I got married even at the time, one thing that I thought would be like the sexiest thing, and then I realized every man can't do it. If you licked your lips like LL Cool J. You could do that in public, and that would just turn me on. Like, oh my goodness. Then I got this one brother who licked his lips. It was not like that.
Stop it.
And then I said,
everybody can't do it.
You gotta have a skill for that. So that kept me on my list because I'm not gonna mess up because one guy can't lick his lips. But you know. know, those are things that I didn't. Well, a guy would like to know, and a female would like.
Yeah.
I would like to know that if I looked at you in my sexy eyes and gave you that wink, that you just be like, oh my goodness, I gotta get with her tonight. You know, those are sexual, intellectual conversations. I would never tell a guy that I'm a virgin. I wouldn't. We would have to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
We dating, you don't need to know that I'm a virgin because we dating.
Yeah.
You ain't getting that.
Right.
So it don't matter if I was a virgin or if I'm not a virgin. You wasn't getting that in the beginning because we're just dating.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it
because if he does that, then that's all you gonna be really trying.
And then that's his goal is to get there. So he gonna do everything he can to break that virginity.
Yeah.
He don't need to have that luxury.
Yeah.
I want you to want me for me, who I am, a beautiful, beautiful woman. That's a shame I can't get that. But that's who I was. So dating and having anticipation and having fun, those are things. And I tell this to women all the time, and women fight me on it all the time. If you're dating, again, I'm going to say it. If you are dating, the key word is dating. That means you're not in a relationship. You are dating. What does dating mean? Lydia? Oh, I'm glad you asked yourself that question, Lydia. Dating means we are getting to know one another. I'm getting to know you. You're getting to know me. We're going to go out and see the world. We might do picnics. We might go to the movie. We might go for a walk. We're going to get to know each other. We're going to communicate, have conversation. We are dating. We're not Netflixing and chilling. We're not having sex. We are dating. So, does everybody understand the word dating? Do you understand the word dating, Joanne? Because I don't have nobody to agree with me, so I have to have you amen me.
I do.
Okay, so
I didn't back in the day.
So now that we have the agreement of what dating is, and this the stance of dating, it is not a relationship, right? Date more than one person. If you only date one person, guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna like them. You're gonna fall in love with them, and you're gonna like them. And everything that you don't like about somebody, he can have. It doesn't matter because you're only seeing him. He's only seeing you. He's only seeing that female. So if you're only dating one person, you're not going to bow down to a relationship. It is. That's a relationship. That's not dating. Yeah. That's going on a date with the person you're relating and having a relationship with. Yeah. Dating and going on a date, two different words, two different meanings. Okay, so now we get that. Date 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 different people. I don't care. Males date 5, 10. And you tell him, we are dating, so please date other women. I'm dating because I'm going to date other men. Doesn't mean I'm sleeping with them. I don't know what you're doing with yours, but I'm telling you, I'm not sleeping with them. Because if you can date 10 people or 5 people or 3 people at a time, that will narrow you down to know who you like. Like, you will start being picky. Like, I don't.
Because that list.
I don't want to really date her. Yeah, I don't really want to date him. He ain't as cool as I see that side about him that I know later on in life I am not going to like.
Right.
But if you was only dating him, you would ignore that.
Yeah.
You would have really ignored that. But if you're dating 2 or 3 people, you're like, I think I'm going to spend more time with him. Yeah, he's nice. Oh, I don't know if I can handle that either. I'll try to date you a couple more times. Okay, I'm going to go over here. Oh, you look like you the perfect match. Oh. Then you can weigh your options. So then when you get in a relationship, that relationship lasts a longer time because you got to know one another, and you guys dated other people to find out you both picked each other. You know what I mean? So he picked you from all the women he's dating, and you picked him from all the men you're dating, and you guys chose each other. Guess what's going to probably end up happening? You're probably going to end up getting married. I know it's a shock. It's a really shock. You might not. You might have picked the wrong one and say, okay, I got to get out of that bad boy time. Let me go back to dating again. Let me get back in the circle. This wasn't working. You know what I mean? But when you're dating, you have those choices to go, what I wouldn't like, what I do like. But if you're only dating on one person, you have eliminated those. And people go, I can figure that out with just dating one person. No, you can't. Because there's some things you'll end up saying, I'm just being too high maintenance. I'm nitpicky. Now I'm doing this. Now I'm doing that. That's what that'll be. And that's what you would do. So I'm saying, eliminate that.
Mm-hmm.
Period. Just eliminate that and date 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 people. You're single. You can do that, and I promise you, you'll find a perfect match faster than say dating one person at a time. And if that person chooses you and you choose them, you guys work hard on that relationship and you build it. You guys probably had arguments on dates and getting to know each other, but you guys still want to be around each other and I don't really like them no more. I don't really like them no more because I really like this one person. You get that. Now, sometimes we do it wrong because we pick it for the wrong reason. This is bad boy and I really like the bad boy. She loose in the goose and I really want somebody loose in the goose. You have all different things that we trigger to, and sometimes
you mean like
yeah, you know how some girls like I want a bad boy, so then they
Yeah.
pick the wrong one because they want a bad boy. This one was too nice and
Right.
he too. So then they pick the wrong one, but then you realize, okay, I gotta start all over again dating all these different people, and then it's more fun when you date more than one person too. So then you eliminate all that.
Can take care of it.
And, yeah, you take it out and it's fun. You even you find out more about yourself as you're going on these dates as well. I don't like bowling that much. I know that now. But you know what I do like? Bowling has some good food. Hey, I might not want to throw the ball that much, but they got some good food. You know, you have those conversations. I like skating. No, that was more fun. We get to hold hands. It's more affection. You get that little intimacy in there without having to be intimate. We ain't got to kiss and rub each other down. They're light intimate because you hold me and I almost feel and you caught me.
Yeah.
Those are, that's, that was my thing.
Moments.
Yeah, the little moment. Or when I was younger, I would go to scary movies. I hate scary movies to this day. And I don't even watch it. My whole time as you spend money on me going to the movies, my face on your shoulder. With my head this way. I'm not even looking. I look like for a second and I go back. So, but that was something I like to do because then you can hold me and like you're protecting me from the thing. So we all have weird things that we want to do or that we're striving for, but you don't know that because you're only dating one person, and when you usually date one person, you go on 2 or 3 dates, if that, before you do Netflix and chill. Nowadays, people just start off Netflix and then chill. You miss out on the telephone conversation. You miss out on getting dressed up and ready to go on your date. Okay, look this. Okay, we're going to go to the picnic. So I'm going to wear these cute jeans with this cute shirt. Because you want to make all the guys look at you so that he's appreciating you. And then you want to smell good in the thing. Oh, we're going to be in a closed area. So let me put on this perfume. It's light, but it's not too heavy. And it's such and such. So you're missing all that time. Prepping in your hair. Girls, come on, we get my hair done. We talking about, you're missing those times that you're enjoying. That I can tell you nowadays, girls don't even get. They don't even get those times. And I always tell my kids, you want to be the girl or the guy to be like, you dating so and so? How you date that person? I've been trying to get with that person. I mean, I dated her, I dated him, whatever, and I couldn't get nowhere. And now y'all in a relationship? How did you do that? Then everybody's envious because you were able to grab my son or you were able to grab my daughter. I've always tell my kids that. Don't be so easy to be having a girlfriend or boyfriend. You know your worth to say, it's hard to get me. Because once you get me, you ain't going to want to lose me. You ain't going to want to cheat. You ain't going to want to look at nobody else because you finally got me. It's hard. Yeah. And as a big, beautiful woman, chocolate, that I am, that's how it was with my husband. I got him big now too, but he wasn't big when I got him. But I'm just saying, I got him and I was like, hey, but to this day, I'm the woman of his eyes. I don't think, ain't nobody else, like he don't think nobody else is cute or pretty or whatever the case may be, but he knew it wasn't easy to get me. I wasn't nothing easy to get. So I'm a trophy that you want to take care of. Because it was never easy. And sometimes you want to do that. You are not easy to get because you're a virgin. You hold up with a high trophy, but you don't tell everybody I'm a virgin. I'm a virgin. No. They ain't getting nothing anyway. Now, when you guys start being in a relationship and he asks you to be with him and you want to be with him, you can go, I just want you to know. Because we're getting ready to go into this relationship and I want you to be really sure that you want to be in this relationship. There's something I haven't told you. And it might affect you on your decision to be with just me. And then he'll go, what is it? Scared that you might have a disease or something. And you go, I'm a virgin. and I'm planning on staying a virgin. And if you're looking to have sex with anybody to further your relationship, I'm not that woman. And I want to be open. Because before I take myself off the market, I want you to know who you get. And I don't want you to be trying to have sex with me, trying to get it before I say I do. Because it's not. And if you're not ever looking to get married, which you would know anyway when you guys are dating. You'll know if you want to get married. You'll know if you want to have kids. He'll know the same thing about you, what you want to do with your life. You'll know all this before you guys become in a relationship because you got your list. He should have his list. And you will know all this before then. So you'll just be, well.
That's what I was going to ask you. I was going to ask you because of how she felt about kids. Do you feel that, I don't know, I guess your opinion. I want your opinion. Do you feel that that's her. It's her list. It's what she wants. But do you honestly think that it's fair to say that, I don't know, I guess in this day and age because so many people have kids, I guess. Do you honestly think that it's fair to say, oh yeah, I don't want this person to have kids?
Yes.
Okay.
The reason I say that, and I'm very adamant on it, one, because I'm avid, you know how I feel about marriage. And so if you have a kid by somebody that doesn't want to have kids, not that they don't want, because that's not the case. If she end up being with this guy and he has kids, right? And she's like, I don't want to be with you because you have a kid. You got to understand, as her point or as the man's point of view, you don't want baby mama drama, you don't want baby daddy drama.
Right.
You might not want to grow to love that child. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because if it doesn't work out, then you lost that child. Because that person can stop you from having a relationship with that child.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things by that. Yes, I want to have kids, but if I get attached to you and we break up, I don't have a say in this child's life. So then I got bonded with this child, and this child got bonded with me, and because me and the daddy broke up, or me and the mama broke up, there's no relationship.
Yeah.
It ends. So you have every right to say, no, I don't want that.
Yeah, that's true. Because nobody wants to deal with all that hard.
You don't. And you don't know if you're going to last. How many people have you seen get married and get a divorce?
Right.
And they said, till death do us part.
Yeah.
And there was no death.
No. Well, the relationship's dead.
No, and that's not the death we were talking about. It's till death do us part. Nobody takes their vows seriously.
That's true.
Period. And it takes two people to make a marriage work. So even though one person can mean their vows and the other person doesn't, it doesn't last. So you got to understand, what rights do you have to this child that you now made me get connected to, I had to show you that I can work well with your child. I even met a couple that they both had kids, but the guy had a kid younger, and the woman was doing everything for this child, but she could not discipline the child. But I was able to discipline the child. I wasn't sleeping with the man.
Yeah.
I'm not in a relationship with the man, but I was able to have more rights than she, as the wife did. So those are conflicts you don't want to be dealing with. So it doesn't seem wrong. It could sometimes, because you'd be like, well, you're faulting me because I'm a kid. Yeah. Because there's a lot of, what people don't like to explore, that there's a lot of emotional ties that come to stuff. Just like having sex is emotional ties that come with it. Having kids, emotional ties. You are bringing your kid into this relationship as well. And are you considering your child when you decide, I don't want to be with this person anymore?
Yeah.
You know, a mom and a dad can decide, we're going to split up.
Yeah.
That's fine, because mom and dad, they got rights.
Yeah.
Stepmom and stepdad, they don't got rights.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, unless you're going to include me on the list as a stepmom, and the mother, and she going to agree, you going to agree, and then I can agree that I can still be a part, even if me and Joe ain't together, then by all means, there you go.
Okay.
But if not, no. Nope. I did. I said, if you got kids, I didn't want to be with you. Now, because I can do it now, my age that I am now, because most likely your kids is grown.
Yeah, exactly.
So your kids can make a decision to be around me or not without your permission.
Right.
That's up to them now. So it's that don't have an effect anymore because of my age. But if you got a little one at my age, well, one, I don't want to deal with you because I don't want to deal with a little kid right now.
No.
I don't want to look for a babysitter. I want to travel. Now I got to look for a babysitter, or we got to have your kid. No, I don't want to.
Right. That's true.
I just don't want to. And I have every right to think that, and so does a man.
Mm-hmm.
A man have every right to feel the same way. It's not just on a woman. It goes vice versa. So yeah, she has every right to say, I don't want to be with somebody with kids.
Well, yeah. Okay, I see. I'm glad because it was in my head, and I was like, let me ask that because I think it's just because of the fact that our day and age is just so much.
Yeah.
And we see it a lot, and a lot of people are, will say that. They'll be like, I don't want somebody with kids, and it's like, well, is that? Or I think it is because I've run into people or people who will think that they can't get anybody because they do have kids. You know what I mean? And a lot of times I've even had friends and stuff that, they'd be like, well, who's going to want me? Because I, I was even that way at one point. And it's like, everybody has kids a lot of times. So it's like, it's not as hard as you think. You know what I mean?
No, it's easy.
To find somebody.
A lot of people don't have those things. But I'm always one of those people that want you to think about everything around
and that makes sense.
And a lot of people don't think about all that stuff around. And if you don't mind being a part of somebody's life that has kids, then by all means do it. Yeah. But you can't fault the person that doesn't.
Right.
Because they're looking at they're being a realist to themselves.
And we don't know what they may have gone through. They may have gone through something where they've gotten attached to a kid or whatever, and that's probably the reason why they're protecting their own heart. Because people I don't understand that about people. I think sometimes and you can't, especially when it's your kid, and you're like, this is my kid, and you just take the kid away. It's like there's people have feelings, and people love and care for the children.
I dated men with kids, but I wasn't thinking about marriage. When I was dating them, so I didn't care.
Oh, okay.
I really didn't care. But I knew I didn't really want to be in a relationship with a man that had kids because I didn't want to deal with the baby mama drama.
Right.
And I don't have a great temper. Especially back then, I couldn't control my temper.
Yeah.
So I would try to kill you. That was like what my mindset was. So if the baby mama drama came in my way that way, if I thought in the moment that you had slept with her, there was gonna be some death. Like I'm being honest, there was gonna be some death. So why would I put myself? So why would I put myself in a predicament that I'm not gonna deal with? Because I've seen so many guys always when the girlfriend or the wife and them getting a big old argument. There's the baby mama. Oops, I accidentally slept with her. No, I'm not. No, that's not happening.
Well, they always feel like if they have this, that's always there.
And because of that, I didn't want to deal with that. Yeah. Me dating you meant nothing because I was always dating somebody else. So me dating you, even if we were in a relationship, sometimes I already knew I would never marry you. Yeah. Like there were some guys I dated and I enjoyed it. I loved them and everything. I wouldn't marry them. Do you understand? Like I'm like, your hustle is not the hustle that I want. You know what I mean? I want you to hustle by having like 18 different jobs or hustle because you starting a business. I don't want you hustling, selling weed, crack, doing drugs, gang banging. I want that kind of hustle. Right. So you kind of know, like I could be in a relationship with you for a year or two. Now I'm learning how to be a woman and doing that because I know how to be in a long-term relationship. But you could propose all day long if you wanted to. I've had plenty of proposals. I did. I've had men ask me to marry them all the time. We wasn't getting married. Like I'm like this. I'll be a fool. Because I have to think, am I going to be happy with you? Because at the end of the day, if you my provider and protector, you out there selling drugs and stuff like that, you go to jail, how you protected and provided?
Can't do that, bro.
I got to provide because I got to pay the phone bill and I got to go put money on your books. No, then we got to have conjugal visits. Ain't no one, I know. No, and I like foreplay. And I just not the hand foreplay. Quick. But how you going to do how you going to do the living of the lip?
The El Cool J.
I just said, how you doing all that? No, we ain't doing all that. So you got to think about those things. So to say that, like I haven't, I've dated men with kids, and it's funny because sometimes I'll see their kids now, but like, I didn't even know that was here. I didn't even put two and two together.
Yeah.
I used to watch it, but you know. But I've had that and stuff like that. So I don't want to say like I just would never want to marry a man with kids. Let me put it that way. I could date a man with kids. I didn't ever want to marry. If I got a divorce now and I had to date, yes, I'll date a man with kids. But your kids got to be a certain age. Like your kids, you got to be like 16, almost out the house. Cause cause I'm not gonna date long.
Right.
Like, I'm going to be married again. I already told you. Like, you divorced me, honey, bunches of well, guess what's going to happen if you going to see me married again? Because I'm meant to be married. That's just who I'm meant to be. I'm meant to be a married woman. Because I beat myself up if I have sex outside of marriage. I beat myself up for this and this and that. I don't need nobody else to beat me up because I don't care what nobody else thinks about what I do. And I'll be open about it. Like, I'm not going to sit here and act like I was a virgin before I got married. No, but you can ask my husband. He didn't get none until after we got married. Matter of fact, after that, he's still mad about it to today. It's 21 years later. Come on. But I'm just saying, I beat myself up with it because in my head, that's how it should be. Like, married. So I would be married again because if I'm going to have sex, I'm going to be married again. Or me and my toys is going to be the best friends ever. I'm going to have all kinds of lines. You're going to come in my house and be like, I don't think I can bring any of my kids in here. Like, really? Really, Lydia? You got a dildo just sitting on the chair? Well, I walk around out there. I might get horny. That's just how it goes. So that's me, and I'm just being completely, blatantly honest about who I am. That's who I am, and that's me. So I would be married again. So I would be dating, and that'd be one of my questions.
Getting back out on the market.
I would. I'd be like, how old is your kid? 6. Oh.
No.
Can't date you. Can't date you next.
Oh my goodness.
That'll be just how it is. I'm not doing a 6-year-old. I'm not doing anything. Your kids gotta be. When I say high school, I don't mean freshman. I mean almost graduating, like out the house. I don't want to see you no more. Go to college. We go there to visit. I'll be the best mother they can ever have as an adult. As an adult, I'll be the best mother they ever had. But if I gotta help raise them, make sure they go to school, no, not I. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. That just ends that. I just wouldn't.
Yeah, because like I said, everybody's got their right to feel what they feel. That's true. I mean, it is,
and we need to respect that because sometimes we down people for feeling that way. Yeah. The only time I down somebody for feeling that way is like, say, I have a 6-year-old. Well, I don't want to date nobody with a 6-year-old. I don't want to date nobody with kids. Come here, little Johnny. That to me doesn't make sense. I want you to date me with my kids, but I'm not gonna date you with your. I think that's like contradiction.
If that person has kids themselves, but then they say they don't want.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But that's a lot of people do that.
But I think that's contradiction. You want me to love you and your child, but you don't want me to have kids. But my thing is, even though I don't respect it, I'll go with it because I don't want you anyway. Because you don't make no dang good sense. So now since you ain't making no good sense to me,
I wouldn't want that person.
I wouldn't want you anyway. Because if you make that one and that don't make good sense, guess how many other dumb decisions you're going to make? And I don't want to deal with that.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
So I look, and that goes for both ways. Females and males. That goes the same way. Like me saying what I'm saying. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. Me saying what I'm saying is no different than if Joanne did it.
Yeah.
Talking about she don't want a man with kids. But you got little ones. I just say mine. My youngest is 14. And so you got to have your teenagers.
Yeah.
But you? Yeah. And no, because yours is younger. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. I get what you're saying. Yeah. Well, like I said, I personally feel that don't go with the friends with benefits. Keep that virginity and find the right one.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you guys had a great time. We'll see you next time on the Talk It Out Show.